will make you cringe. Akron police say this woman was pretending to be a veterinarian. 35-year-old Brandy Tomko turned herself in today after being indicted on more than 24 charges, including cruelty to animals and injuring animals in Summit County.
Investigator Sarah Bunnison has been working on the story. Sarah, why would someone want to do this?
It's unbelievable, isn't it, really? Police say Brandy Tomko treated pets at an Akron animal hospital and went so far as to spay and neuter animals during late-night surgeries. And they say she did it just to feed her drug habit. Tomko pleaded not guilty during her arraignment today in Summit County. She faces a 33-count indictment, including several felony drug charges. Police say Tomko was an office worker for several years at C&D Animal Hospital in Akron. The owner left the hospital and put Tomko in charge. That is when Tomko started treating pets herself. Police say she took cash from owners and used it to buy heroin. Police also say she wrote prescriptions, drew blood, and performed surgeries. They say at least one cat had to be put down after Tomko did a bad job trying to declaw it. Kenny Raymond also believes Brandy killed his dog, Charlie. You're looking at him here. Charlie died after spending 3 nights in Tomko's care.
Well, I think it's disgusting. I think it's immoral. I think all the people were deceived, and I hope more people come forward. Well, Brandy Tomko is a monster, and she needs to be stopped, and I hope she goes to jail for a long time.
Now, if this story has you wondering how to find a good vet, here are a couple of tips. Start with a recommendation from a friend, animal shelter worker, or dog trainer. Make sure the vet is certified. Their licenses should be hanging inside the veterinary practice. And schedule a visit to the clinic. The staff should be willing to offer a tour of the facility and address the hospital's philosophy and policies. You can check out the complete list, courtesy of the American Humane Society, on Newsnet5.com.
Sarah, do you have any idea how long this was going on?
That's somewhat unclear at this time. The indictment didn't really spell it out, but police said it has been going on for more than a year.
Unbelievable.
Investigators say she prescribed medicine and even performed surgeries.
I just think that a pet owner gets lucky once when that one dog comes along. And Charlie was the one.
Kenny Raymond lost his beloved dog Charlie last April after taking him into C&D Veterinary Hospital for a checkup.
The waiting room was just piled full of people. And, the sign said animal hospital, so of course I thought it was legit.
He says Charlie was dead within days of allegedly being treated by Tomko for a disease he may have never had. C&D Animal Hospital on Britton Road was once legitimate, but documents obtained from the Ohio Veterinary Medical Licensing Board allege when the real veterinarians left the practice, Tomko, who is not even a veterinary technician, stayed and kept it open illegally. In the documents, another C&D employee alleges to investigators Brandy has performed surgery on clients' animals, and in at least one case, the cat died. Blood for heartworm tests was drawn, but the blood work was not done, and the dog owners were told the test was negative. In the case of 2 cats that were spayed at C&D, it says the incision sites were twice as long as needed and infected, and the operations did not appear to be performed by a veterinarian. Several pet owners, including Raymond, became suspicious and alerted authorities.
I just started digging. I got on the Ohio Veterinarian's website and searched for nothing, not even as a pet.
The 33-count indictment alleges Tomko acted as a licensed veterinarian from April to October of 2011.
The place where C&D Animal Hospital once stood is now vacant, and Tomko sits in a jail cell after pleading not guilty to 33 charges.
Tomko has a previous drug conviction for possession of cocaine.
To 33 charges.
Tomko has a previous drug conviction for possession of cocaine and was arrested on a charge of heroin possession, among others, in January. Now she also faces charges of cruelty to animals, injuring animals, and practicing without a license. Rayman will never have Charlie back, but he's hoping now Charlie and the other pets will have some justice. Emily Valdez, Fox 8 News.
Accused of being a sham veterinarian.
Authorities say she posed as a vet, putting animals' lives at risk to fuel a drug habit. Police say she was practicing like a vet, but didn't have a license to do that. Our Dan DeRose has this story, all new tonight.
If you are an animal lover, this story will make you sick and angry. This woman indicted today on 33 counts ranging from cruelty to animals, injuring animals, drugs, identity theft, and oh yeah, crushing the hearts of people whose pets had either been put down or were killed. Brandy Tomko was just an office clerk at C&D Animal Hospital in Akron. When the owner left the state for a while in 2011, she left Brandy in charge. It was the beginning of the end. But Brandy quickly ran this business into the ground, and when she stopped paying the legitimate veterinarians who worked here, of course, they quit. But she couldn't let the doors just close. She needed the money that was coming in, because detectives say she's a heroin addict.
She sounded like a doctor. I had no reason to believe she wasn't.
Kenny Raymond took Charlie, his dog of 13 years, to C&D. Charlie hadn't been eating. Brandy did the exam, drew blood, even diagnosed the dog with kidney failure.
And that's what she told me was wrong with him. She told me she could save him. She could give him 3 more years.
An amazing feat, seeing as how Brandy is not a doctor. No license, no training. After 4 days, Kenny took Charlie home. Brandy said he would be fine.
I gave Charlie an extra long hug and kiss goodnight that night. I felt pretty good because I thought he was going to be all right. Woke up the next morning and my other dog was lying next to him trying to wake him up, and he was gone.
Tomko ran the clinic for 3 months, February, March, and April of 2011, only accepted cash. Some reports say she did it all, wrote prescriptions under fake names, even spaying and neutering pets. One cat she declawed had to be put down because she did it wrong.
She wasn't a doctor at all. She's a monster. She needs to be stopped.
Bond was set this morning for $1 million, almost unheard of for these types of charges. Detectives think there may be more victims out there. If you lost an animal after being treated by this woman or at C&D, you need to contact the Akron Police Department. Live in the Newsplex, Dan DeRose, 19 Action News.
Thank you, Dan.